So this training right now is going on. There are a lot of people, probably over 140 people, and what they're missing is a learning seminar. You're going to learn how to upsell. You're going to be educated to be an expert in front of a homeowner, know how the signing needs to be installed correctly. You're going to learn how to finance a job, to upsell, to make more money, because that's what it's all about.
Partnerships. We're working closely with HPI, which is the Home Builders Institute. It's a sub-committee, sub-organization of the National Association of Home Builders that helps and sponsors a lot of our events that we're doing, like similar today. The exciting of today is nothing like it used to be. Our manufacturers have really gone to the mountaintop to make it a product. So now, when there is a problem at a job, during or after the job, what does it typically boil down to? Installation. It's not a product issue anymore, but in the wrong message in the wrong person's mind, it can still be related to a product issue. We need to make sure that we fix that. We're doing that. Traditional, modern looks versus new urbanism, and then the book showcased the book this year at the International Builders Show in Las Vegas, and it's actually part of the International Builders Show. Magnet group. BSI colleagues and members are involved in this new movement. So this is what we call a product array box, and we're giving this to architects all over America. Although it's not a great picture, what it does is it's not product or manufacturer specific. It just gives you all of the different product types and accessories that go along with the siding project to show that our products can look like wood. They actually do look like wood, because that is what most people want, right? Would we all agree? Most people want to replicate that wood look. That's what we're doing, and then we're also adding that to the old school neighborhood versus the new school neighborhood. So this is what the project that I've been referring to. So here's the book, which I have out here on my table. It's called Architectural Design for Traditional Neighborhoods. We're going into architects, we're saying, look at this. Here's why we need to talk about this. And here's the message that we need to communicate, so people will start listening, and we can start offering more vinyl siding in more markets that haven't traditionally accepted. This picture here, although it's a terrible portrait, is an example of what the old school neighborhood looked like, where you have, a cul-de-sac, and you have space in between. You have one entry in, one entry out, one entry in, one entry out, a typical kind of roundabout, and then you've got all these properties that have all this space. Okay? Well, what happens here is you take away that neighborhood feel, right? You walk your dog down the street, and you may talk to 1, 2, or 3 people. You may see 1, 2, or 3 houses. But you're not looking at Frank's house or Sarah's house to say, oh my gosh, that looks beautiful. I want to look like that. I want my house to look like that. Or I want to go build a house. This is why the project is going to last forever. You're going to only have to put it on your house one time. We also have other platforming key messages that we're doing, that we're advocating for you all the time, not some of the time, right? We're trying to get this message out. Here's the less impact of global warming, a little bit more detail. Vinyl versus brick, 85% less impact at brick and mortar. Granted, I came up as a mason, so I have some brick in my blood, but I will tell you that these are true statistics. Okay, less waste, and less risk to human health. The platform. This here is just a screenshot of everything that we have on our website. You have access to most of this right now as a non-member and a non-BSI certified installer. Once you become a certified installer, you'll have access to more resources and tools that will help you further your businesses, grow your business, and then you can use this stuff for free, right? We have other documents that you can order through us that we provide to our manufacturers, distributors, large remodelers, contractors, BSI certified installers, that you can go into a home and it can help grow your business. You leave one of these things, why should I use a vinyl siding installer? You leave it on Joe's desk or Cindy's desk at home after you complete the job. Next time they have a tea party or a wine tasting party or whatever, they have their wine and cheese or whatever they're doing these days, they're having their kids over, they look at it and they say, what's this? Next thing you know, you get a call because they had one laying on their desk. We provide that for you. Workforce development, we're pushing extremely hard this year on workforce development. We actually created a whole department on workforce development. It's extremely important. With the show of hands, how many of you struggle with labor? I would hope you see more hands. Unfortunately, that's a bad thing. However, We can't go back 10 years, 15 years, maybe even 1 year we have work, right? So what can we do? We can say, we know we have a problem, we accept it, and how do we fix it? I can't fix it. Flygen, Cornerstone, all side proven, they can't fix it, right? But we can fix it together, okay? And the way we do that is working, developing messaging, web content, videos. We're making things easier. We're using technology. We're trying to face with the millennials. We're trying to front face with high school kids coming out of the high schools and middle schoolers going into high school. And we're trying to, for lack of better words, bring the sexy back to vinyl siding installation. Customer dissatisfaction and manufacturing warranty. This is not sales pitch, this is the reality of what we do here. Using a trained, experienced, and certified professional helps ensure that your own vinyl siding looks, but more importantly, performs great. Because is vinyl siding waterproof? Does it make your home waterproof? No, it doesn't. It's water what? Resistance. It takes it away. That's all it does. It's not the end-all be-all, but if it's not installed right, it can lead to problems. Big time. When you hire an installer through the BSI Certified Installer Program, you can rest assured that they're going to correctly pass it. They're going to keep it straight. They're going to properly compare the areas around windows and doors. So although we're not a window and door installation company, how many times are you having to do something around a window, something around a door, or a patio, right? Or even soffit fascia or a roof line? You have to touch it all. Electrical lines, right? You're not an electrician, maybe some of you are, but you still may have to work around that stuff. We offer resources on how to maneuver around those materials. To find a certified installer, if you folks are looking for somebody to add to your team, you can go to this website, this link right here, which I'll show you later. You can click on it, and you can pick 50, 100, or 200-mile radius to find a BSI certified installer. It could be somebody that worked for Dave or Tom in the past as a salesperson, had decided to go on their own, and now they're an installer. Now they have their own crew. Or 3 crews.
This is really unique. Guys that deal with the retro product do not are really aware that we have a continuous gutter program as well. The beauty of this is you don't need your hangers any longer because the way this installs, this is your hanger. You have a fin on the back side. It withstands 250 pounds per foot of impact. You use a snap lock punch first to every few feet on the back fin there. And then once you install it, every couple feet you put a Climaseal screw in there with a rubber grommet, and that is your hanger. So downward force, it'll withstand like 676 pounds of downward vertical pull without sagging the gutter or crushing it.
Are you guys from Chicago?
Actually, yeah, our plant is down in Sydney, Ohio, so it's the Plygem, but we're based out of Kansas City, Missouri.
One of the issues with this type of leaf guard is the water freezes in winter time, and it runs out. Like
it runs off the front edge.
Yeah.
Well, it really shouldn't because the technology and the amount of perforated holes in this and the smooth surface, we have what's called rollback technology. So when it sits on there, over time it's going to melt and go. And I have a time-lapse video on that I'm going to show. Is on how that works. So
okay.
But yeah, over time it will definitely dissipate and go down in the holes.
Do you have them in white or just
no,
this
just
color?
the mill finish only.
Okay.
Now this product here we just came out with about 2 weeks ago. This is our Dual Pro. It's in the same family as our continuous gutter, but what's really slick about this is it's kind of hard to pull off sometimes, but it's got a slotted bottom. This gives even added protection for not allowing pine needles or maple seeds of any sort to go through. If you notice, all the holes are in a straight line there, whereas on our traditional continuous hanger, they're on the diagonal.
Okay.
The reason for that is when you position this bottom slotted panel underneath this top, it won't line up with those holes and allow debris, pine needles, and so forth to go all the way through. So, all of our products you see there in the mill finish come in a 25-year no clog warranty, and this is we've increased it by 10. This is a 35-year no clog warranty on this one.
No,
it's a great product. This one, believe it or not, comes in the carbon black as you see here, and it's the same install. Just
a customer of ours sent me an ITEL. The ITEL stated that the panel itself was still being made, but the color that they had was being discontinued. So what their suggestion was to get the panel and paint it to match what is existing. And essentially, and I'll read this one. I took out all the information, and obviously, so this is an off-site product. We don't stock, we don't sell, we don't do off-site. But we're still going to support you if it's going to be something that is going to help you guys out. They're going to take this, get it approved. This is going to be switched over to Variform. But, I mean, we're willing to step up and help you guys, put it in our letterhead and help you. I don't know if you guys can fully see that, but the all-side Charter Oak, the siding that's on the house, is a discontinued product. There is no product like kind of quality siding being produced in the market. Furthermore, the suggested method paint to match will avoid any and all warranty granted to the homeowner for the siding presented at the property. And I stated the actual warranty that all-side has, and then due to the inability to produce a siding product that would be like kind of quality, a full replacement is required to bring the property to pre-storm conditions. I don't know how aggressive I'm getting with that, but if they were to ever, I've been called last year probably about 25 times on different letters that I've written. It doesn't really matter because I'm a PA, so that you're not interpreting anything. This is just a general statement. So if they were to say something to me, it's fine. I'll give them my license number and they, we can handle it after that. But no one should really get in trouble with this because this is just getting from me and you're turning it in if you're not a PA. If you are a PA, then it doesn't really matter. You're not reinterpreting what I'm saying. I know we got another one. I don't know how many people are working the recent storm, but I've seen a lot of houses in Naperville that the cedar siding was absolutely destroyed. But what they're trying to do is have you sand it down, majority of the time, sand it down and then recoat it.
Siding, see, I will come down, I'll give you a competitive price if you want the minimal thing, but I'm going to give you a couple things. And you ask this question. You decided to put up vinyl siding, assuming they made that decision. So you know this is going to last a long time. The warranty is a lifetime warranty. How many other times do you think you're going to reclad your house? Ask them. And what are 9 out of 10 going to say? What should they say? None! This is it. That's why I picked vinyl. So then you hit their heartstring and say, that's the reason. You want to look at some other options because you're going to be living with this for the rest of your life. Let me show you what we can make it look like. Let me show you how we can make it look like real wood. And I'll give you 3 levels. Basic, premium, and dream home. Give them a name. And show them the difference, show them the value, show them the benefits, and that's all we ask you to do. And we're going to show you how to do that with the basic product set Beacon is stocking for us. And you can do it with panels. We're going to go into more detail later on upselling, how you build a package. But we're just going to go over products real quick here. Vortex Extreme, if you don't know these products, hopefully you're using 1 or 2 of these products we're going over. This is our premium 046. I always start at the top when I go over presentations. It's got a doubled over nail head. We'll talk about some of the big things. Here's what I want to tell you how to sell. Right here. You see this? Let me know what I'm talking about by panel profile. Let me explain it to you. That's how much the product comes off the wall. Okay? Who cares? It's a big deal. You know, it's a big deal, but you can make it a bigger deal in this process I tell you to try to do on this. First of all, this is not a premium product. Okay? This is an 044. This is about a 1/2 inch. And Extreme is 3/4 of an inch. Now, why would a bigger butt height make a difference to a homeowner? You know why? Anybody? Shadow line. So when you have a bigger profile off of the wall, there's going to be more depth to the look. Now, if you don't know this, hopefully you're learning it, you've got to explain it to the homeowner because you're going to offer them, hopefully, the deeper panel. Now, here's how you sell it. So I'm showing you an 046, our best product in our premium package. Now, I want to show you this butt height. And I'll tell you, there's so many tricks you can do. Get the panel, get a smaller panel that the truck and ladder guys are selling, the small one, put them on there, get yourself a little flashlight with Beacon or Variform on the thing, advertise, and just shadow it on there, and you'll see how much more shadow line. And then you ask them the question, you know, we're trying to look like wood. We've done a pretty good job. Look at the wood grain. I mean, everything looks like real wood. Let me ask you a question, ma'am. You know, and I actually do it. I bought a piece of wood, 6 foot length of wood, and I lay it next to the Vortex. Guess what the butt of almost every major wood product is? I'll let you guess. 3/4. So this is how you present it to them on your premium package. I got a thing that looks like real wood. The other products, we'll talk about them. They're not 3/4. That's a huge selling point when you try to do a good, better, best. Let's look more and more like wood. The 3/4 inch butt is a big difference. So I lay a piece of wood down right next to the extreme. They see it looks the same in wood grain.